everybody. I like to record a little intro video each semester to the sections of my classes that are online. So, hello, welcome to Art History 2. I'm your instructor. My name's Megan Rosen. And I'm just going to walk you through Canvas and how everything's set up and how to navigate the class, and then go over some stuff on your syllabus with you. You may have already logged in and watched an intro video that was from last spring. I had not updated the video for the semester yet. The information is pretty much the same, but I try to do a new one each semester. Okay, so you're looking at my screen right now, so you can see what it looks like when you are in Canvas and see how everything is set up. The home page is set to the modules page. I recommend that you navigate everything by the modules page. You'll have a to-do list and calendar view and things showing you things that are due, that are popping up and whatnot. But I always think it's better to navigate by modules, because then you can see how everything's organized. So all of the information you need to do your assignments exists in its little module. So our first module is introductions. And for that, you have this welcome from me, that's where this video is, and then you'll have introductions, where you're going to go and introduce yourself to me and also to your peers, your classmates. I'm going to change the date on this so that I would like for you to do this by Friday. Okay, so when you write your introductions here, I want to know a few pieces of information about you. So one is your name, especially if it's different than the name that appears on Canvas when you write things, like you go by your middle name or something like that, whatever. So tell me your name, tell me your pronouns. So my name's Megan, I use she, her pronouns. They, them is also fine. I think that's a good default if you are unsure. And then what are you studying? So for some of you, it's going to be general education or a transfer degree, and you don't have a specific path in mind yet, and that's fine. You can just tell us that. But if you know you're going to transfer somewhere, where are you thinking about going, and what are you thinking about doing? I also like to know where you're from. If you're in from the Springfield area, what high school did you go to? Let's see. What else do I ask you about on here? Why are you taking this class? So if you're taking this class for your humanities credit, which a lot of you are, I'm guessing that's usually the case, that's totally fine. Happy to have you here. But why this class instead of like theater or world religion or one of the other humanities type areas? Like, what drew you to art history 2? Do you have a favorite visual artist? If you don't, that's okay. Maybe you'll find one this semester, but if you do, go ahead and share that with us. And then do you have a musician that's your favorite musician or band that you listen to a lot? So share all of that information. That's part one. You can also, if you want to include like a picture of your pets or something, so this is my favorite artist, Helen Frankenthaler, these are my cats. You can do that. The reason I want some of this information that maybe doesn't seem like it directly relates to the class is because the second part of this is I want you to read everybody's introduction posts and find someone you make a connection with, that you have something in common with. Did you go to the same high school? Are you studying the same thing? Do you like the same band? Whatever. And then comment on that person's intro and say, oh, I also love Rage Against the Machine, or whatever the connection is. And that's how you get all the points for this. So tell me about yourself, and then find someone that you have a connection with. And if there's no one who you have an obvious connection with, but you kind of get the vibe that this might be a person that you have something in common with, start a conversation with them. Okay, so that's introductions. That's due Friday. The next thing that's due this week is this looking at art assignment. So in this class, because it's an online class, you're going to watch lots of video lectures. And all of them are going to be me telling you about a subject, which they're kind of long, some of them, but you can always pause them and watch them in chunks. I do recommend you take notes on those. The only video you'll watch this semester that is not me is this video in Looking at Art. And this is 2 other art historians who are discussing this painting and talking about what to look for when you're studying art. So I want you to watch this. I also have an infographic here that you can click on that talks about how to look at art and visual analysis of art. And then after you do that, you're going to give this a try. So you're going to click on this assignment, Looking at Art in Practice, and you'll see there's a painting here, and I want you to describe it. and be really detailed. Write everything you see, write what you think is happening in the painting, write about the colors, write about who you think the people in it might be, that kind of thing. I don't want you to reverse image search it because I already know what the painting is. I teach this class. I want you to try and use your powers of observation to deduce things. There's no wrong answer, but I don't want you to reverse image search it. I want you to come up with things on your own and try describing it to the best of your ability. I'll tell you what the right answer is later, okay? The right answer, what it actually is. That's not really what I'm interested in. Okay, after that first unit, introductions, all of the rest of the class is organized into modules by subject. So our first one is the Renaissance and the Baroque. And every time you see one of these little page icons, that means that there's information there for you. So that is where you will find things like your lectures, okay? So sometimes I give you a little kind of breakdown of important things in the timeline. Sometimes I give you some little information, some reading. I always give you the PDFs I use. And then the lectures are all on YouTube. So also on my YouTube channel, which is just my name, Megan Rosen, I have a playlist for each class. So you can also subscribe to the playlist that is this class if you want to make sure that you don't miss any videos. One thing you'll notice in watching these is my hair changes color. I've recorded these over various years that I've taught this. Sometimes I go back and change them. So sometimes my hair is really dark, sometimes it's blonde, sometimes it's blue, sometimes it's pink. So it's all me. I just change my hair a lot. Okay, what else? So in each unit, you'll have sometimes you'll just have one or two lectures, sometimes you'll have a lot. This first unit is one of the bigger ones, the Renaissance and Baroque. So each one of these has a lecture. So you're going to want to watch all of those. There's also some more information about Clara Peters, who's one of the artists that we study in this unit because a past student was curious about her. There's also extra reading if there's any, if you want to read more about a subject that you're interested in, but that's optional. And then for each unit, you'll see this icon, which means a discussion. And you'll see this icon, which means a quiz. And then sometimes you'll have this icon, which is a reflection. So the discussions, when you click on them, and I haven't assigned yours yet, but I will probably today, you click on here and there's some information. And then you'll scroll down and you'll find that each of you has an assigned piece of artwork or building from the period that we are studying. So what I want you to do is you go and you Google this, you go to the library and research it, and then just read a bunch of stuff about your subject. Then you're going to make a discussion post where you put a picture of whatever it is, and then you don't have to cite anything, you're just telling us what you remember from reading about the thing. So you're just teaching us about the artwork that you're assigned. So it's kind of an informal research. I don't want you to directly copy and paste. I want you to read stuff and then kind of regurgitate it to us and tell us things that you think are cool about your subject and the general information. You'll also comment on 2 posts by your peers, okay? Then you'll have a quiz each unit. There's nothing on the quiz that isn't covered in the lectures. So the quiz stuff is only about things from the lectures, and it's only worth 10 points. And then sometimes you have a reflection. So the point of the reflective writing is for you to think back over everything you learned in the module and write about it. It's also quite informal, but this kind of informal reflective writing, studies have shown, helps you retain information and helps you better remember and better understand what you're learning. So I utilize that in class quite a lot. So each section has your topic. Usually there's like around 3 topics. And you have your notes and your slides and your lecture in each of these, and you have your discussion, then you have your quiz, sometimes you have a reflective writing. Okay, so that's how the class is set up. Let's go over the syllabus really quick. I know for most of you, you have seen many a syllabus, and this is not new information. So this class is an asynchronous online class. What does that mean? It means we don't meet. We don't meet in person, we don't meet via Zoom, okay? So it's on you to keep up with the class and keep the pace of the class. I do add things to your to-do list, and assignments pop up in your calendar and your to-do list, so you have a pace set for you by me for the class. If you need to contact me, please contact me at my OTC email using your OTC email. The reason for that is called FERPA regulations, basically. So these are federal rules that protect you and protect your privacy. So I can't talk about your grade or how you're doing in the class or your class standing or anything like that with you unless you are in person or you are contacting me from your official institute email, your OTC email, to my OTC email. So please contact me that way. When you're contacting me, you all can call me Megan. We're in college, you're all adults. Please don't spell my name incorrectly. I know my name is spelled oddly, but it's right here. So just spell it correctly. If you're uncomfortable calling me by my first name, that's totally fine. You can call me Ms. Rosen, Instructor Rosen, Professor Rosen, any of those things, totally fine. My email is rosenm@otc.edu. My office is on the Springfield campus in Norman K. Myers in 130B. This is my office phone number. My office hours, I'm generally in my office on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 12:30 to 2:30 and usually until 3:30 on Tuesdays, okay? You can also make an appointment to see me. I'm happy to see you in person or via Zoom, whatever works if you need to talk to me about something. This class does not have a book. You get everything from the lectures and your own research. You do need to have a reliable computer. Let's see. Objectives, outcomes, you know all this stuff. The other thing that people tend to be interested in is how you're graded. So for reflective writing, you have 3 of these during the semester. They're worth 10 points each. You have discussion board posts, which are worth 15 points each, a total of 75 points for the semester. You have quizzes, you have 5 of them, they're worth 10 points each. You have a final exam that's comprehensive, and it is 75 points. And then participation points. So that's, are you logging in regularly? Are you reading? I can see what you do on Canvas. And so can Dr. O'Connor, who is our kind of guru of attendance. So you need to log in and keep up with the class. Okay, if you need to turn in something late, email me and explain. Tell me what's going on, and I'm generally pretty flexible. I want you to do well in the class. Everybody has life things that happen. So if you need extra time on something, if you need a little extension on a discussion post or a quiz or something, email me and let me know what's going on, okay? Proctored event, I haven't set it up yet, but it's basically just going to be you showing me or you holding your ID. I try to make that as simple as possible, so I will get that set up soon. Don't cheat. Pretty easy, right? Also, where's the academic grievance? There it is. So if you're unhappy, you think that I graded you incorrectly or something's wrong in the class, please contact me first. I try to be really approachable and I respond to email really quickly. If that doesn't satisfy you, if that's not good, I put my supervisor, my department chair, Kat Alley, right here. You can contact her here. If that doesn't work, the next level up is the Dean of General Education, and that's Dr. Aberly, and his information is right here. Okay. Attendance, I know this is an online class, so it seems like attendance wouldn't be a big deal. It kind of is. You need to log in and check in on the class regularly. If you aren't doing that, I will get an email from Dr. O'Connor saying that you need to be administratively withdrawn from the class if you miss 2 consecutive weeks of class periods. So you haven't logged into Canvas for 2 weeks. I'll get an email from him saying, so-and-so has not logged into your class for 2 weeks. Unless there's something going on with them that you know about, we need to drop them from the class. So generally, I'll send you an email and ask what's going on, but just make sure you're keeping up with everything, okay? DSS, Disability Support Services, OTC has really great student support services. Disability support services are fantastic. We have all these other wonderful resources for our students. I recommend you take advantage of these things. If you have something going on and you need help with something, we probably have someone on campus that can help you. And if you're unsure about where to start, you can email me and I will try to point you in the right direction. But we have lots of great support services for our students. The schedule, I didn't put a schedule in the syllabus this semester. I'm kind of trying this out as an experiment because everything should show up on your calendar. So when you go to calendar view, ooh, this is being slow, and click on that, you should be able to see when everything is due for the class, okay? If you have questions about anything, please let me know. And I might at some point just populate a calendar into the syllabus anyway because I'm a very Capricorn and I like things to be really organized. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. If you have questions about anything, let me know. I look forward to getting to know you all this semester. Thanks a lot.